Okay, so one thing I want to do for you guys, we talked about getting the bases covered. Okay, I want to show you guys what a professional GitHub portfolio actually looks like. I'm picking someone who was in DD. I mean, technically, they're still a member of DD. They just have a big boy job now. But this guy, if anyone you guys know, if you guys are in developer direction and you guys are watching, you guys all know who Aurelian is, right? If not, well, guys, this is one of my clients who has done a very, very, very good job. And obviously, he's working professionally as a developer. You might say that part of the reason is because he has such a stacked GitHub. But one thing I want you guys to pay close attention to on here, right? Now, it says that he has 13 repositories. He actually has a lot more than 13. Most of them are private, and you can't see them because he's actually developing proprietary code. But check out the landing page, guys. If we go to the overview right here, he has his own README for himself, all right, which is important, all right? He's got a nice little quote. He's got a quote about himself specifically, or a statement about himself specifically in regards to software development. So it's a software developer that's passionate about everything FOSS, GNU, and Linux related, all right? He's got his emails. You guys go ahead and spam his email inbox if you so choose to. Basic information, all right? He's got a picture of himself, so you guys know that he's a real person, not a shadowy supercoder. But notice how from the second you get to his landing page on GitHub, it looks clean. It looks nice. It looks professional. It doesn't look bogged, right? Now let's actually go into one of his repositories. So Mundaspot. And speaking of Mundaspot, we actually use Mundaspot in Developer Direction Telegram, which, by the way, my friends, if you are actually interested in learning how to code, we do a top-notch job at Developer Direction. There is a link in the description box. You guys can go and sign up for the email list for the next time we got something come out. But back to the transmission. So everything's clean here, okay? His files are all ordered nice and neat. But one thing that most people don't do is here. The landing page for this repository itself, and all of your repositories should be like this. First of all, he has change logs with notes in it about everything that he does, right? Aside from that, he's got some basic description on what this code does, all right? And that's the most important thing. If you can't come to this landing page of a repository and then see a README file that's clean and concise and easy to read, then someone's actually going to take the time to go in and look through all your stuff and be like, well, would have been so much nicer if they actually would have made that known from the beginning. And especially if you're dealing with somebody like a recruiter or you're hiring, sorry, not hiring, you're interviewing in a place or you're the one doing the hiring, you don't want to have to go and snoop through every single freaking file, right? Kind of the same thing as if you have a resume, guys. You don't want to give somebody a resume that's like 5,000 pages long. They're not even going to read it because they're going to look at it and they'll be like, ugh, and they're going to throw that away. Why waste my time? You want it to be clean, clear, and concise. There's a theme in software development and computer science. Clean, clear, and concise. You guys always want to keep that theme no matter what you do, whether it's writing code or literally uploading projects to your GitHub portfolio, okay? So let's take another example here, and then another project that he has. I think that I know that was a good one with a README file. Is it this one? No, same thing here too. Notes to himself. We just went over Mundaspot. His app. Hold on, fellas. Hold on, fellas. There's one in here that he's got like a GIF. A GIF. How do you guys say that? Do you guys say GIF or GIF? Well, I'm looking for that. New Horizon says, I wish you could still play the old school theme park. Too bad the cloak speed of the game was hard tied to the CPU speed. It was such a good time. I'm not sure I know what game that is, mate. Yes. All right, guys, check this one out. So in here is a GIF that shows how to run the code in this repository. and then it's in the remainder of the GIF. And this actually might be a video too, but regardless whether you put a GIF or a GIF or a video, going that extra step just makes it easier for all parties involved. Either you coming back to view it yourself to know how this worked, or people interviewing you, or places that you're interviewing at coming to look at you and to hire you on as someone on a team. All right. So notice that everything in this site is clean, guys. All right. You want it to look really good. And honestly, guys, I'm not even following this rule by myself. I have in the past. You guys want to put an actual picture of yourself there as well. Okay. Especially if you're out going out of the way to hire to interview places, you want to put an actual picture of yourself. If you want to be a Shadowbase supercoder later on, do that after you get your first job. All right, then you can change the picture. But the time being, definitely put a picture of yourself, because it adds an extra touch of being personal with these people, and then they're gonna know that you're not just some kind of like cave dwelling neckbeard, even though that might be what they want. But most likely it's not what they want. They most likely want you to be able to interact with clients as well. So if you can actually show yourself on there, that is a